Welcome to Strange Travels. I'm Lauren, and that's Clint, and we're from Nashville. We love to travel, whether it's a day trip or to another country. We love seeking out new experiences, hiking with our dog Lilly, and finding amazing food along the way. In today's video, we take you on a Banff food tour by showing you everything we ate during our 6-day stay in Banff. If you're planning a trip to Banff, thinking about visiting Banff, or just hungry, you're gonna wanna watch this. Here we go. Our first night in Banff came after a long day exploring and hiking on the Icefields Parkway. Before we get to the food, please give this video a thumbs up by clicking the like button below, and we would love for you to subscribe as it costs nothing to subscribe and it helps us so much.
Whoever doesn't can be a real loser.
We just got to Banff, checked in our hotel, and both of us were craving pizza, so we came to Bear Street Tavern.
We kicked off our meal with garlic cheese fingers.
It is garlic butter, mozzarella, green onions served with sweet dinner sauce, which never heard of. It is evaporated condensed milk, vinegar, and garlic. Have to give that a try, and the marinara sauce.
Okay, I'm gonna try the marinara. It's really good. The marinara is cold, so I was kind of expecting it to be warm, but still good nonetheless.
I'm gonna try this sweet dinner sauce.
I'm like, he's wearing like high socks.
I like it. I don't know if you'll like it, but I like it.
I guess I'm gonna try this. It's interesting. It kind of tastes like the Papa John's garlic sauce, but then you get this like sweet vinegar taste at the end. I don't know. I actually don't, it's not bad. Next, we each got our own pizza, and as a salute to Tim Hortons, I got the double double, which was double cheese and double pepperoni. And it looks delicious. Oh boy. Oh, cheese pull. It's very hot, but it's very good. It is like the perfect after a full day of like sightseeing and hiking. I can't think of a better thing than pizza and beer.
I got the Canadian, which comes with mushrooms, bacon, pepperoni, mozzarella, and maple syrup.
Of course, it has maple syrup on it. It's the Canadian pizza. I mean, I like honey on pizza. So here we go. Oh, it's good.
The next day was spent all day hiking to 2 tea houses at Lake Louise, so be sure to check out that video. And we were pretty exhausted after a long day, and we planned to enjoy this dinner off camera, but our experience at Magpie Stump was so good we had to include it. I got the spicy chicken fajitas, which were incredible.
But the highlight of the night came from the greatest nachos of all time. And that is not just me saying that. That is their name. And I'm here to tell you that insanely large plate of nachos might just be the greatest nachos of all time.
Our next night in Banff, we went to the Grizzly House on Banff Avenue for fondue, whose extensive fondue menu can be a little overwhelming at first, but your server will be there to help guide you and ensure you have the best fondue experience for your taste. We ordered, I guess it's like the big meal for 2, so it comes with salad or soup, and then cheese or vegetable fondue, and of course we had to get cheese. And they even gave us this whole thing of garlic that we can add. I don't know how much to add.
All of it.
We'll just... Okay. Clint can't have any.
For your entree, you can do a traditional oil fondue, or our server recommended the hot stone.
Because the hot stone, you get garlic butter.
There are a lot of meat options and combinations to choose from.
I ended up getting the beef and scallops.
And I got the Alberta fondue, which wasn't on the menu, but our server told us about it. And it came with beef, buffalo, elk, and venison. Pretty excited about that.
And then we have all these dipping sauces, which I've already kind of forgot. I know the middle one is like a teriyaki sweet and sour. There's a honey garlic, some type of Dijon mustard, horseradish. I can't remember the other one, but I'm so excited. And now for the grand finale, chocolate. We highly recommend calling the restaurant in advance to make reservations and expect the experience to take about 2 hours, but it is definitely worth it. It was so fun and so delicious.
Our next night was a special night. Steak night.
Steak night!
But not just any steak night. We had the Alberta beef experience at Chuck's Steakhouse, which apparently was voted best steak in the Best of Banff Awards.
So we came to Chuck's Steakhouse, and we are here for one thing and one thing only, and that is Canada's finest Alberta beef.
Alright, Alberta beef. Wow, that is excellent. The flavor, all of it. I can't wait to eat all of this.
Alright, here we go. That's dang good. The meat just like melts in your mouth. I don't know how else to describe it.
For breakfast the next day, we stopped at White Bark Café for coffee and pastries. I got a fancy bacon and egg breakfast cup.
And I got a pork and fennel sausage roll. And wow, it looks delicious. After exploring Banff Avenue, we stopped into Three Bears Brewery and Restaurant for some patio beers.
Our next stop was for Korean street food. That's right. We stopped at the Banff location for Hankki, which means one meal.
I ended up getting the number one, which is sweet and savory marinated pork. And I don't know what else is in this bowl, but it is a huge bowl. It looks like there's lettuce, some kind of maybe slaw. I don't know. It looks so good. I'm so excited to try this. Wow. One of the best parts is you can choose your spice level. So you can go from 0 to 5. We chose a 1, which I think is mild. And it's good. It's a little bit of spice, but not too much. Oh, the other good thing is that the price is really good. I mean, you get this huge bowl, and we also got this corn dog, and I think it was like, I don't know, 15 Canadian dollars. Like, it was a really good deal. So if you're looking for something quick, something a little on the cheaper side, like it's really good. We also got the number 1 original hot dog. Looks so good. And look, I even made it pretty. All right. Oh yeah.
Our next stop was for something we've been looking forward to our entire time in Canada. We went to Banff Ave Brewing, made our way upstairs to the brew pub, aka Banff's living room, for a great view overlooking Banff Avenue. We ordered a beer flight, of course, to wash down our first time trying poutine.
French fries, local cheese curds, and brown gravy. Lauren and I have never had poutine before. And you're probably thinking, looking at me, you're like, that guy's had some poutine. No, I've definitely had my share of French fries, cheese curds, and gravy, but I've never had them together. And this smells so good. I can't wait.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna get me a cheese curd. Ready? I mean, like Clint said, we love French fries. You like brown gravy, and you like cheese curds. And you put them together, I mean, you can't go wrong.
It's like gravy on mashed potatoes, except they're French fried potatoes. And then you just add cheese on it. Cheese makes everything better. Canada knows what they're doing.
If you take a walk down Banff Avenue, you will not miss our next stop because it's the place that always has a line out the door. We stopped at Cow's for some ice cream. I got the Canadian maple, which it tastes like a pancake.
And I got gooey mooey, which is vanilla ice cream mixed with toffee. And I also got the sprinkled rim. Here's the thing about sprinkles. There's a few facts of nature in this world. One being, you'll yawn if you see someone else yawning, but you can't keep your eyes open while you sneeze. It's also impossible to be in a bad mood and eat sprinkles. So,
Also, don't let the line fool you because it is kind of quite long all the time, but it goes pretty quick.
yeah,
So definitely just do it.
yeah,
Just stand in line.
yeah.
For our last and final dinner in Banff, we made a special trip to the top of Sulphur Mountain on the Banff Gondola to eat at the award-winning Sky Bistro. We met some people before we came to dinner just out on the patio, and they told us to get the bread, and I'm so glad we did because I'm not sure we would have otherwise, but they said it was amazing, and yeah, it's amazing.
Finally got my Canadian Caesar. It's a Bloody Mary, but instead of just tomato juice, they add clam juice or clamato.
I've heard it both ways.
But I love a Caesar more than I love a Bloody Mary.
For our entrees, I got the salmon,
And I got the pork.
and both were delicious. So the last thing that was on our food tour list that we really wanted to get was a Nanaimo bar. And we saw one at Moraine Lake Lodge, and I was kicking myself that we didn't get it because we looked everywhere today in Banff and could not find one. I don't know if we were just too late in the day, but Sky Bistro has Nanaimo cheesecake. Wow, it's really good. Sadly, our time in Banff is coming to an end, but before we make the drive back to Calgary, we stopped at the Canadian Brewhouse right on Banff Avenue for lunch.
We are no experts on the matter, but this place seems to be the epitome of a Canadian sports bar, full of hockey themes and TVs, plus a bell to ring if you would like to buy the whole bar around.
Their menu is huge, everything from chicken, burgers, pizza, and poutine. But we came here for the ice cold beer and wings. They have 25 different sauces and dry rubs to choose from, but I got the hot honey wings.
I felt adventurous and got their Johnny Cash sauce, which our server told us is one step below their death sauce. I don't know what's one step below death. I can only assume this means I'm about to enter the ring of fire. I'm a little concerned about my decision here. The flavor is really good. It's spicy. It's getting hotter. I'm gonna start sweating soon. I'm gonna need a lot of ice cream after this.
I think I chose good.
Well, our lips were burning after those delicious wings at Canadian Brewhouse, and I wasn't joking. We stopped to get more ice cream.
I ended up getting the Nanaimo, which we've been trying to look for one of those bars and haven't come up successful, but I figure ice cream is the next best thing.
Yes, and unfortunately, these are the last few moments we have in Banff. We are immediately getting ready to get in our car, drive to Calgary.
Yeah.
So we can wake up early and fly home.
Sadly.
We have had an incredible trip, maybe too much fun.
Yeah.
And it's really sad to be leaving.
Yes. I feel like it's exceeded expectations for sure.
Yes.
And can't wait to come back.
Yes, definitely will be coming back.
And that concludes everything we ate during our stay in Banff. Let us know in the comments of any places we missed or if you check out any of these great places during your visit. We hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe below, and now you can also check out our brand new website where we will be sharing our travel guides and more. Make sure you also follow us on Instagram so you'll know when we post new travel guides.
We're gonna steak night, we're gonna eat it right. Steak is such a treat, it is the world's best meat!